Talk. Talk. Talk to me Tuesday.
I'm your host, Madi B, and today, not only do I have a special guest, but I have a returning guest. Finally, Attorney Ramesh Raghuthaman.
It has been a minute. It's good to be back, though. Thank you, Madi,
yes.
for the nice introduction. But yeah, it's been a minute. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, so you are the managing partner here at D. Miller & Associates. I know you always have a good fan base, so if you guys are on right now, give us the little hearts. We'd love to see that you guys like Attorney Ramesh Raghuthaman returning to Talk to Me Tuesday. So we have a lot to talk about.
We do, as always.
As always.
Yeah.
I know you've kind of been just so busy, but so busy just making sure that everything is running smoothly.
We run quite the dynamic operation. It does keep us busy, but it's really one of those things where it's fantastic. I mean, we get here, the day goes by, and quite frankly, I wish we had more time.
And we have so much fun doing it too.
We do.
So
we do.
It is a lot of time. We almost need more hours so we can keep doing what we love. For those viewers that are watching for the first time, welcome. But let them know a little bit about yourself, like where you're from, how did you even get enrolled in this whole legal side, and what gave you that passion to open this door for the ride, the roller coaster ride, right?
Absolutely. Well, I am a native here. Sugar Land is my home. I was born in Ohio, but my parents and I moved when I was 6 months. So been here my whole life. I did college away in Ohio at Case Western Reserve. I did law school in St. Louis at Washington University in St. Louis, and practiced there for my first couple of years, and then I moved back to Houston and Sugar Land, and luckily had a common friend with my partner Darren, and that was the end of that.
Yeah.
We've been together since.
Yeah, linked up, and that energy has not ended, which is awesome. So you actually came back to Houston. Why? Because you missed the heat, or you didn't like the cold? Which one?
Well, it's funny because I complain about both. But at that time, the feeling for me was I really wanted to come home. I felt like at that point my parents were going to start getting older, and I wanted to be around. I wanted to be around for them, and this is my home, and I've always loved it here. So at that stage of my life, I didn't have any children, didn't have any wife. Nothing. It was I could put everything I owned in my car and make that drive, and there was no time like the present. So I made the move and came home.
Good. Well, I'm glad family is super important to you. I know we've kind of created kind of a family atmosphere here as well at D. Miller & Associates, so it's awesome to have someone like yourself with that family dynamic to also seep into the office setting. So that's awesome. Speaking of family, we just all celebrated the 4th of July.
Absolutely. Which
is the time in which you are with family, fireworks, outside, the pool. I mean, sky's the limit. So tell our viewers, what is it that you and your family did on this awesome day?
Well, we actually didn't do much, but we enjoyed the day together, and there was a lot of fireworks that were going on in our neighborhood, so we were able to kind of enjoy that. And what was interesting is I think we spent more time making sure the dogs were not scared because they were absolutely terrified of the fireworks. So it was fun though. We have a nice little neighborhood, and it was great to see the fireworks.
So let me ask you this: part of 4th of July, everyone's known for either going to get a barbecue plate or cooking. So did you guys do any type of barbecuing?
We ate barbecue, but we did not cook it.
You didn't cook it, but you ate it. That's good. That still works, because I ate it too. I didn't cook it. So I'm right there with you in that boat.
It was perfect.
So what's your favorite? Like if you had to pick, I don't know, either the protein or the sides, what is your highlight out of a barbecue plate?
It is easy for me, and that is beef ribs.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's no question.
Nice.
Yeah.
That just kind of make my mouth water a little bit. Beef ribs.
With cream corn.
Oh, okay. So the side and the protein. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
So you guys that are watching, I would love to know what you guys did on 4th of July, as well as what is your favorite part of 4th of July and your meal. So a lot of us like the barbecue. So that's awesome. Another great thing that happened in the last few days, we haven't seen you guys, and I'm sorry, our friends, we haven't seen you guys for already 2 Tuesdays ago. So, and you haven't seen them a little bit longer, so everyone's missing you.
Wow.
I know that.
Thank you.
Yes. So another thing we want to kind of congratulate is congratulations to the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team. They won the World Cup this past Sunday. Did you get... I shouldn't even ask this question, but go ahead and ask it. Did you get to watch the game?
Well, I got to watch it, good portion of it. Yes, I will say this. These ladies are absolutely fantastic. By the way, it's back-to-back World Cups.
Wow.
They won 4 years ago as well, and if people don't realize, even that in 2011 they lost in the finals. So. It's been a decade of dominance, and this World Cup, I happen to have seen an article. They never trailed. They absolutely dominated the competition. They are in a class by themselves.
Elite class, huh?
Yeah, and they do this nation very proud. And they've been partying a lot. I don't know if you've seen any of these videos, but they've been partying and enjoying themselves. And
well deserved.
Power to them.
Yes, yes. Thank you for bringing that World Cup to the United States. We are all very proud of you, your hard work and your dedication as well. So yes, well deserved. And it's a good weekend too, 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
Everyone's off. So well deserved. It's double whammy right there with 4th of July and the World Cup. So that is awesome. So I want to kind of open up the lines of communication for you guys. If you guys have any questions, not for me, but for this guy here, the one that's knowledgeable about anything in personal injury. So Attorney Ramesh Raghuthaman is here to answer any questions that you guys may have pertaining to personal injury. So I don't know if you're ready. I know that's something that's passionate within your heart. You can pretty much answer any of these questions in your sleep. You've been doing it for so long.
Yeah, it's been a while now. We've I think it's like 15 years that I've been doing it, and it's I don't know what else I would do, quite frankly. So I do enjoy the process. I enjoy the service that we provide, and people come to us in a very difficult time. Nothing is more aggravating than being in a wreck, having your car messed up, hurting, and having to deal with the kind of cascading conditions and effects that kind of follow it. So being able to guide and navigate people's lives through that, help them, and at the end achieving a result that for the most part makes our clients happy it's very rewarding to us.
Yeah, you know what, I have to agree with you. A lot of times when clients, I've been in an accident, I'm pretty sure you have too, it's like your world crumbles, like it's everything. So it's always great to have light at the end of the tunnel with guidance from a profession, a higher profession like attorneys, to guide you through every step of the way, so that way you're not alone and we can help tell your story.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So I love that you kind of nailed it. We do have a lot of things on our social media that we like to help our clients.
Absolutely.
In and when and if it ever happens that you do get in an accident, there's certain steps that you can take that is on our social media. Screenshot it, save it on your phone. I get it. A lot of things that we forget. You get in the accident and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? So we try to guide you guys and give you graphics as well.
I think our marketing team does a great job of providing a snapshot of a few of the important things that you want to do to kind of memorialize the details. Because again, you're the one who's just been involved in an accident. Your mind's racing. You're not going to remember a lot of things. You might not be in a frame of mind where your thought process is working in a sense where you're like, I need to remember this or whatever.
Right.
But that's where we come in. That's where the marketing team, if you follow us on our social media, they like I said, do an excellent job of providing pointers and tips and just giving you some general info and know-how on how to handle your situation.
Yeah, I think education is key because, like you just said, you've been doing it for 15 plus years. It comes natural to you, but for those that are in the situation, it's not natural. So I know educating, you guys also do a great job by doing like the little videos. Our Instagram, we have a different show called 6 and 60. You guys educate on what's going on. We educate here on what to do. Like, it's on another level on education. So
I really like the 6 and 60. If you have not had a chance to check out the 6 and 60, it is a very, very informative and instructional type of video. It's really quick. You will get a lot out of it, and then, quite frankly, it's a lot of fun.
It's so much fun. It's basically 6 news tips that are happening right now in the world in 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Done and brought to you by all the attorneys here at D. Miller & Associates.
But with our avatars.
Exactly. Yeah. So the surprise factor is it's not really the human being. It's the Animoji that you guys have on your iPhones or the avatars, however you want to call it. It's super animated, so much fun and entertaining at the same time.
But it is our voice.
And your movements too.
Yes.
So we really captured Ramesh and his movement, his facial. It's so crazy how technology can do these things.
I know. I actually think my avatar looks better than I do.
No, you guys are like twins. So you guys have to go check it out. It's on our Instagram. Make sure you guys go look at the live TV on Instagram. Again, it's 6 and 60 seconds. To follow us, you can just go to D. Miller Law, find us, make that little like button, and then you're all set. So I do have a question from Janice. Janice is saying, I've seen the show. Janice is saying, if I were to hire your law firm, what is expected of me during my case? Am I very involved? Do I have to speak to the insurance company? I've never had any type of case before.
Janice, that very good question, and I understand why you would wonder what would it take. Look, if you've been involved in an accident, the first thing that you want to do is hire professional and competent counsel. Okay, your involvement, you will be involved in your case. Each case and each client and each situation is absolutely different, but it does take your involvement as well as a collaborative effort with your attorney and the team at the law firm to work the process. There are a number of different things and different avenues that we have to attack and address, and those things happen very quickly and simultaneously. And that is one of the benefits of having a firm like ours who have dedicated teams and staff who are able to address these things efficiently, properly, and allow you to concentrate on what it is in terms of your injuries or whatever your needs are at that moment.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit about the involvement. So you guys are very hands-on, whatever it takes, day, night, weekends, whatever works for our client's schedule, you guys are there ready to communicate.
Absolutely. One of the things that I like to say about our firm is, myself, we give out our cell phone numbers. We're accessible to our clients. One of the things when we started the firm that we wanted to separate ourselves from was, if my client wants to talk to his lawyer, I want him to be able to pick up the phone and call his lawyer. You don't need to get through a couple of people. You will, we get text messages all the time. That is something that we want to afford to our clients because that is something that we do differently.
Yeah, and that's actually a twofold as well. So not only on your side do you guys communicate, but our clients. You guys really are super sympathetic in regards to what happened, what's your story. So that's part of the involvement, is getting to know all details from beginning to end from the client, and that way you guys can advise the best that you guys can.
Absolutely, and it allows us to address any type of questions or needs in kind of like in real time, because you don't think of everything at that precise moment. Things tend to come up at different times, and we wanted to have our clients have the ability to have those matters addressed when they come up.
Yeah, so thank you, Janice, for that question. I have another question. This is John. John is saying, how often does your law firm communicate with their clients? Are they calling constantly, or do we hear from them once a month? This is a great question.
It absolutely is. And again, I don't want to sound like I'm kind of repeating the same thing, but you have to remember each case is individual. It's unique to its own. In terms of communication, John, we communicate as much as the client needs, as much as the cases require. You know, there are cases and clients that require significantly more communication than other cases, but that tends to be due to the nature of the situation. So again, there's no straight answer for that. It is a kind of, you know, nebulous type of thing where we make it so, and we customize it so that it fits the client's needs.
Yeah, so John, great question. Let's talk about 2019. What options do we have to communicate? So not only do you have stuff like this, like a video that's speaking to anybody with questions one-on-one, we also have our phone number, which is going to be located at the bottom of the screen. We also have text message, email, video chat. I mean, sky's the limit now.
All forms of communication.
And you guys do them all.
Yeah.
So if phone call's not good enough in regards to either they're at work or they're busy, you guys are texting the clients as well, whichever is easier. I know we're now in the age of texting.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do all types of communication so that we can help.
Absolutely. I mean, to the point, even with the texting, we've taken it another step where you know, our practice management software allows those texts to be directly uploaded and part of the file. So we're able to maintain and make sure that all important pieces of information are part of the client file, so that, you know, we do not miss anything.
And let's just talk a little bit more in regards to communication, Attorney Ramesh. It's not just in English. We also have attorneys here that communicate to our Latin-based community, which is in Spanish.
Yeah.
So far, we only have those two languages. We don't have any others. We may in the future. But those are the two languages that we do have, and we can assist to our clients.
Absolutely. And look, if there are language needs, I will tell you this much. If there are any type of specific or unique language needs that we don't have currently, I promise you we can make that happen. We can get it addressed.
So I do have a live comment right now. This is from H.J. Heron.
Hey, Henry.
Hey.
Henry.
So he's saying, how did Ramesh become so awesome? Much respect, sir.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Henry.
So sweet. See, I told you, you got people that want you on this show, so we need to get him to come on more often. Thank you, Henry, for that awesome comment. So speaking of communication, I know we were kind of talking a little bit about communication. We just recently had a client come in. We always have clients come in, whether they need help along the way, whether it's already at the tail end of their case, whether it's at the end of the case. And this is one of the clients here. You see what the settlement amount she received. So this is no name, no nothing, just to protect our client.
Happy client.
Happy client with a big smile on her face. But I want you guys to hear from the actual client herself some of these questions about communication, what happened, how we treat the client in regards to in a time of need. So if you guys are ready, let's take a look at the client testimony video.
I was the passenger in a car that was traveling on a road just past an intersection when all of a sudden we were hit from behind, which caused us to hit the car next to us and hit the car in front of us. And so it was just a disaster. I was knocked out in the accident, and when I woke up, the fire persons were taking me out of my car and had to take me out of the passenger seat of the car. And I had some broken bones, and I was transported by ambulance to the hospital. where it was determined that I had injured my neck and my low back in addition to the broken bones. Well, the worst injury that I got was the head injury. The concussion was very hard to recover from because it caused me to sleep off and on 11 to 14 hours a day for several months. That was the worst. And then I was casted for the broken bones and I had to go for therapy. I would definitely recommend D. Miller & Associates because they take care of everything while you're trying to just feel and get better.
Wow, that's awesome. We love to hear from our clients.
There's nothing more rewarding when you get to get some feedback and hear such positive remarks from a client that you know that not only did we do, but our team and our staff here did as well. So
yeah, I agree. And
that's
that amount, that's super awesome. And congratulations to our former client, $138,547.
That's what she took home.
Yeah, good job to you guys too. So congratulations to everyone. You guys can see those are client testimonies. And if you guys want to leave us a review, you guys saw it on the screen. You guys can leave us a review even here on Facebook, and just let us know your comments and how you feel.
And your thoughts.
And your thoughts, yeah. So that way we know what you guys are thinking, how you feel, good or bad. We can correct any of the stuff, but mostly we have a lot of the testimonies that go on here are positive ones from the positive energy that we do give back. So thank you for that video. Super awesome. I do have another question here. So this is Lisa. Lisa's saying, I've seen the show before and you guys have mentioned vehicle accidents before. One of my relatives has had a hernia mesh implant and now is experiencing side effects. Is this something you guys can help me with?
Absolutely. You know, we do a number of different things at this law firm. Primarily, we handle personal injury matters. However, we do handle a number of mass tort and issues like that. With regards to your specific question, we absolutely can help you, and this is something that we do have some experience, actually a significant amount of experience handling, and I encourage you to reach out either to us directly or myself. It will absolutely get to me, and we can you know, help you starting immediately.
Yeah, so Lisa, we do have a graphic that's on our Facebook, okay, and it does say the types of cases that we take.
Yeah.
We do take a lot of cases, and like you mentioned, yes, personal injury, we do speak about that on the show. We do speak about other topics. So like pharmaceutical drugs, medical devices, natural disaster, sexual assault, sexual abuse. You guys have probably came on the show and seen several different topics. We don't really just focus on one. We try to switch it up so that way you guys are all very much aware. So Lisa, absolutely, we do take those types of cases. And I know hernia mesh, we've been doing that for already years now.
Yes, absolutely. I want to say, you know, maybe even close to 10.
Yeah.
You know, we've been handling a number of different mass tort cases and those types of you know, injuries for a number of years, close to a decade.
Yeah, and you know, talking about mass tort, I kind of want to touch base a little bit about this because it's not to be confused by a class action. Absolutely. A lot of people think that. So
yeah.
Do you want to kind of explain the difference?
It's very different. You know, with mass tort, these cases are individual cases, each to their own. They're specific to the client. Typically, the class action, you know, and again, this is just kind of a general explanation. All of the clients or the plaintiffs are similarly situated with similar injuries, and you know, the difference with our cases still, we focus on the individual client and the individual issues that this client has, and we're able to address it.
And that's honestly, and just kind of looking from the outside in, the way you want to go. Like, you're, as an individual, it holds its own merit, as opposed to a class action, you're almost going into it like in a group format, correct?
You are, and you know, there are benefits to both sides of it. However, we have definitely been able to specialize and focus on the mass tort side of it. It's something that we're good at, and that is the kind of the areas that we practice.
Yeah. So love it. You guys got to see that picture. You guys can always go on our social media and go view the practice areas. We do have multiple. So if you, a loved one, have suffered from anything in those areas, we're going to be more than happy to help. Or even if it's not in that practice area, you guys, especially you, my friend, have a lot of friends that are attorneys that may practice in that area.
Yeah, we can absolutely direct you to the right person. The bottom line is exactly what Madi's saying. If you have an issue, you can come to us, and we will make sure it gets addressed.
Yes. So thank you, Lisa, for that question. I have another question from Rick. Rick says, it's summer and I have a lot of friends that ride motorcycles. Ooh, yes. Our friend was riding and someone hit him because they didn't see him in their blind spot. Is this something that you guys can help with? Sorry to hear that, Rick.
Absolutely sorry to hear that, and I certainly hope that your friend is okay. Absolutely, yes. We do handle motorcycle accidents. We've been doing that for a while. We absolutely know how to help your friend make sure that he starts to get better. Interestingly enough, with the motorcycle, our involvement with motorcycle riders and the like has been quite involved.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about that. We do a full-on event just for our motorcycle community.
Yeah.
It's something also very dear to our hearts, whether it's motorcycle, common community, and or children. We do a lot of events to give back. That is one. We're going to talk about that a little bit about that. So Rick, hang tight. Don't leave anywhere because I want you guys to also hear about this. But yes, we definitely help numerous motorcycle clients that we have. Which is what has allowed us to throw some of these events.
Absolutely, and sometimes motorcycle accidents, they tend to have very severe injuries, especially a lot of traumatic brain injuries, which is something that we have a lot of kind of knowledge and expertise on, and is something that we've been involved with. But yes. This is something that we handle. It's something that we handle just as well as we handle any type of motor vehicle accident or 18-wheeler accident.
So absolutely, traumatic brain injury is something huge. I'm going to toot your horn a little bit because you actually went to a seminar in California to speak about traumatic brain injury, the concussion side, the severity of it, and we're not going to get into your whole seminar, but it's so interesting. It's not only on the motorcycle world, it's also been in the athletic world, so mainly football, the sport, and also from our accidents, whether it's an 18-wheeler commercial, like those can all suffer. If there's just trauma to the head, you can suffer from a traumatic brain injury.
Absolutely, and a lot of times what's the scary part about the traumatic brain injuries are it's kind of a hidden injury unless you look closely. I mean, when somebody has a concussion, you don't necessarily notice it on the outside, right? There's no bandage or physical, cast or anything like that. But these are injuries that need to be taken care of very, very seriously. I mean, you need to address that. And again, luckily for us, we have a lot of knowledge about this, and we have the right network and expertise that can address this very serious issue.
Yeah, and our client testimony earlier, she just mentioned that too. That was part of the hardest part of the recovery is the concussion that she suffered. So yes, I know we kind of went all over the place, but yes, it's super dear to our hearts, whether it's motorcycle or any type of trauma to the head. So yeah, we definitely help with the motorcycle accidents for sure. And one of our other questions that just popped up, Christopher is asking, where do I find more information about your law firm?
About our law firm. Wow, good question. Christopher, we are, you can find us in a number of places. I would urge you to check our website at www.dmillerlaw.com. We also have a very, extensive social media presence. We're very active on Facebook, Instagram. We have a YouTube channel. You can find us on LinkedIn as well. So what I would suggest is when you have some time, take a look, follow us, and I think you'll be able to find any of the information that you're looking for. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We're very responsive on all of the platforms. You can also Google us and read about our firm. And like I said, if you have questions, feel free to contact us.
Basically, in a nutshell, what he said is you can find us anywhere. You can Google us, and even on the side, it has our information, our address, everything. So we're super out there in regards to opening up those lines of communication. So you can find and communicate with us. The marketing team does handle any of the internet-based social media, so we do respond quickly, but we will get someone like a case manager, an attorney, or management to reply pertaining to exactly your case. So yeah, you can find a lot of information about us, right?
Yes, whether your search is specific or whether it's general, you'll be able to have any information that you were looking for. You'll be able to find it.
Even any of the topics. It doesn't just have to be D. Miller and Associates. You can look up any of the case types that we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
We're going to pop up. So I will challenge you to try and let me know if it doesn't, so we can go ahead and correct it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't find what you're looking for, let us know, please.
Exactly, for sure. So I know we just kind of talked about traumatic brain injury and kids also being very dear to our hearts. We just had an amazing event that we haven't had the pleasure to speak about, but we did have this show running live at the event. I don't know if you remember. You were there.
Yeah, it was actually, I remember telling you that it's funny because this event was the first time I'd kind of been back on the show, and I was like, well, we need to get back and do it in the traditional setting.
Yeah, the calmer setting. It was a little bit, there was just a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. But the video, or Talk to Me Tuesday, there's just music, it's loud, it's crazy, it's hot. So this is a little bit more on the calm side, right?
And it's indoors.
And it's indoors, so we're not sweating. Yeah, so I actually want you guys, if you guys missed the show or you guys didn't get to come, I would love for you guys to take a look at some of the highlights of this event. So let's take a look now.
Newscaster.
Well, that was awesome. Did you get to see those highlights? Were crazy. Probably takes you back to the event.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about why he kind of sighed like that. Okay, there's a reason why, I know. And you were actually on the highlights, so you were the highlight of the event. But just kind of talking a little bit about it, this was the kickoff party, so this is the start on raising money for children that are suffering from their journey in cancer. It's so dear. We actually had a little boy, 2 years old, with so much life there, and his mom spoke about his story, which is beautiful. You got to hear it.
Absolutely. The little guy was the star of the show.
Yeah.
I mean, and actually, it was so wonderful having them there because it gave us just a shining example of what we've been able to do and help, and to hear it was fantastic.
Yeah, and so let's talk about, that's the kickoff, so we can still receive donations.
Absolutely.
There's several ways that you guys can receive donations, but the amount that we raised was $6,148.85 from that event alone.
Amazing.
We want to say thank you for everyone that actually got to come out and really participate, not just those that actually came out, but the traffic in front right here, Beltway 8 in Westheimer.
Yeah.
People were grabbing change, dumping it in the bucket, and that's what got us to that amount.
And it's amazing. Every little bit counts, you know?
A little bit goes a long way. You are totally right. So this is just the start. So if you guys are watching the show and you're like, hey, how can I donate? Reach out to us directly. If not, we'll put it here in the comment section here in a little bit so that way you can see how to donate. Now, let's talk about a little bit why you sighed. My friends. So one of the reasons why you sighed was because you were on the dunk contest.
Yes, I was.
And boy, I'm sorry for you, but the people that were shooting were so successful because you got dunked like 5 times.
Yeah, I did, and it was very, very cold. But, you know, I always love to have a good attitude about those kind of things. It makes these type of events really a lot of fun. And look, people were spending money and donating to have the opportunity to have me get into that cold water. So
people were like, another 5, I want to knock him down. It was so cool. And you know what? Let's talk about that. You said the water was freezing, but it was so hot outside, so I'm pretty sure it felt slightly good. No.
When you get dropped into it, it can be a little bit different. But yes, it certainly beat the heat. But again, it was so much fun.
Yes, and we want to thank you for being such a great troop on being dunked in the dunk tank. So it wasn't just you; it was also your partner Darren Miller, and it was also the other attorney Marcella Hoffman.
Yeah.
So it was 3 attorneys that we dunked. I think you took the prize. I think you got dunked the most. 5 times.
Yeah, people brought their A game when they saw me sitting there.
And I think it was back to back at a point. You were just like sitting up there and boom.
Boom. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to dry off, which was good.
Yeah, it's super crazy, but super fun. So that was our last event that we just had. Again, we're still receiving donations, so if you guys are interested, the donations won't be cut off until December 1st.
Okay.
So that way, $800 is what makes a difference for one family. So it makes a difference for the children. The parents have to basically travel across the United States because we do have one of the best medical centers.
Yeah.
So they are based here out of Houston, and their whole life just changes.
Absolutely.
You know, no work, mom and dad, child is, you know, a little bit going through a journey. So we want to definitely help. And there's going to be more events that you guys are going to participate in. Hand gifts to the children.
Absolutely. It's something that's very close to us. I mean, over the years, we've always made sure that we've given back to the children, whether it be beds or any different type of events that we've done. It's something that we believe in, and it's something that we're going to continue to do.
Yeah, giving is something that you guys love to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so not only do we give to the future of tomorrow, which is our children, also motorcycle community, we're going to talk about that here in a second, but also every month we do something called heroic behavior.
Yeah.
So you guys, I'm going to say it, you guys are heroes every single day to somebody, whether it's giving something, whether it's helping them with their case. You guys are very humble and your cape is so invisible. But it is a behavior that you give, and you guys love to give. So I want to personally thank you for giving to all of our viewers as well.
Thank you, Mara. That's something that's very, very nice to hear. Yes, you're right. It's something that's very important to Darren and myself. We've been fortunate in our lives, and it's something that we believe that we should do moving forward. And like I said, it makes us feel like we are making a difference. We are making a positive impact in our community.
and as you are. So during this event, we also live on the show gave out the heroic behavior winner for last month. So you guys are going to see that picture here on my right hand side. So what we gave was a cooler filled with essentials for the summer.
All right.
I'm not even kidding. A visor, a beach hat, 2 chairs, towels. The sky's the limit. That's not even the half of it, okay?
All right.
But I want you guys to see for yourself. So let's take a look at our winner from last month.
Hey there, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday on a Tuesday, and here I am with the heroic behavior winner, Lydia. Congratulations!
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. So look at what you won, okay? You won a chest, and right now we're going to kind of talk about it, but there's a lot of goodies in there. So tell the viewers, what is it that you're seeing in here that you won? There's probably more hidden stuff.
Yeah, there is sunscreen, umbrella, towel, bag, hat. What is this? Another beach bag?
Yes.
A little layout thing for the sand. Koozie. So gotta have a koozie.
And there's enough for 2. You gotta always have the koozie. So tell them how it feels to win a prize this big to this magnitude. Have you ever won anything before?
No, I haven't. So I'm very surprised that I did because I never do. I always try, but I never do. But it's really exciting. And then tomorrow's 4th of July. I'm taking my daughters to the beach, so this just worked out perfect. And then I got here just in time, too. So
yes, she did get here with the traffic. You beat the traffic. You're here just in time to get all this stuff for the 4th of July. We did that with that in mind. So tell the viewers, yes, it is all this. Guys, I wish I could take this home with me. But tell all the viewers, what did you do to actually win? So if they want a chance to win, what do they have to do?
I liked the page, liked the picture, and I commented, I think, like 4 of my friends, and then shared it.
Wow, so that's easy. So it was painless. Only thing you had to do is move your thumb, right?
Basically, and take the time out to do it.
Yay.
So, yeah.
Well, fun. Congratulations on behalf of Talk to Me Tuesday. And we'll see you next time on Heroic Behavior.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Lydia. Oh my gosh, she looks like she had so much fun.
Yeah, she was pretty excited.
About the koozie.
Yeah.
The smallest thing, girlfriend. But no, that's great. I'm glad you got to enjoy it. And she said she was going to the beach for the 4th of July. So if you're watching, let us know how that went, if you enjoyed all your items. You guys saw it.
Yeah.
It was filled with stuff. It even had like sunscreen. It had like, I told you, towels. Oh my God, sky's the limit. So we do give great prizes every month. Again, I'm telling you, every month.
Every month, yeah.
And it's so easy.
And it's a lot of fun.
And it's a lot of fun.
And the people love it. So.
Yeah. So now let's talk a little bit about what we're going to give out this month. Now, let's see. Can you tell the viewers what do they have to do?
They need to like, share, and comment.
Yes. So all of those, like our page. Make sure you go to our Facebook page. Like us on Facebook, like the picture that you're going to see up here, and make sure you like these 3 young ladies, as well as make a comment and share it on your Facebook page. Now, what we're giving this month in honor of the motorcycle community is we're giving out a $75 gift certificate to Harley Davidson.
Oh, all right.
75. That's crazy. That could get you a good little down payment on a helmet.
Yeah.
I don't know, shoes.
There's a number of things at the Harley Davidson store.
Oh my gosh,
I mean, that would be a lot of fun.
Yes, so all you guys have to do, again, like, share, and tag. 4 things, and it's free. Come on.
Say,
That's
I forgot
nothing.
the extra like.
like, share, and tag. Yeah. So that's what we're going to be giving out this month. We're going to be giving it out, announcing the winner on, I believe it's the 30th of this month.
Okay.
So you guys need to come on the show. Stay tuned. Maybe we'll have the ladies dressed in uniform giving out the prizes. We'll figure something out to make it super, super special. So that's what our heroic behavior is going to be this month. And I know this is in honor of our motorcycle event that we're going to be having.
Yes. See, we are talking about it. We said we
Yes. So now it's time. We're going to show right now and kind of announce the flyer. So this is our advertisement that we have going out. You guys may have seen it. It's going to be the 2nd weekend of August, August 10th. You've got to do this one for our 1st annual, 2nd annual. This will be our 3rd annual ride for TBI.
It is an amazing time. We have the bikes are spectacular. And the contests, I don't mean to steal your thunder, but the contests, which she's going to tell you about, are awesome.
Yes, no, this is a great time. Basically what we do, and what you guys see on the map over there, is the ride. So it's like a little map, and that's the route of the ride. So all motorcycle community, whether it's independent motorcycle clubs, social clubs, it doesn't matter, who wants to ride is invited to ride. It is escorted by police, so we want to promote safety on the whole ride. Once they finish the ride, guess where it ends? Here at our office.
Yeah.
And we do have a little party for the community of the motorcycle community. You guys can see here, we do have some pictures of what it looks like. And yes, you did mention we do have not the prizes, but the contest. Thank you. One of my favorite, you can see which one's your favorite, but the loudest bike is my favorite.
It is loud.
It gets so crazy. The next day, I lose my voice, you lose your voice. It's the best.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, ringing in your ears.
Yes, yes.
Really loud.
And last year, it's during where it's raining a lot, hurricane season, so it was raining prior to the event, but if you guys see the pictures, it was so hot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was brutal. It was Houston in August, so
yes.
You know what that means.
All in one day, we got everything, right?
But you know what? We have such a good time. We have we always have a good presence and a good crowd. So it's it's festive, it's active. You will come out, you will enjoy it. I like the bike competition, like the best looking bike.
Yes.
Just because some of these bikes are so unique. They're so just amazing and customized. So
yeah.
Just to see all of that and have everyone here, it's really a good time and for a good cause.
Yeah, you guys see on the screen right now, that was one of our winners. They get a trophy.
Yeah.
With our name saying, congratulations, best show bike, or furthest traveled, or loudest bike. Those are the 3 competitions that we do. I know the show on the 30th as well as the 6th of August, we're going to have some motorcycle clubs here speaking about what they do, what do they stand for in their community, how they give back, amounts of monies that they raise, also for other type of benefits. So we are not the only ones that give back to the community, in the motorcycle community. They do as well, and I know we raise a lot of money for traumatic brain injury. So this event is for exactly what we were talking earlier, raising proceeds on the research aspect and making things better and more accessible to those that have suffered from traumatic brain injury.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and unfortunately there has been some riders that have fell from their bike and either not necessarily made it or made it and have suffered a very severe traumatic brain injury, and that is why it's very dear to our hearts. We do give prizes. So not only do we raise money, not only do we throw this event, we give prizes, and one of the prizes that we do 2 of them, is a motorcycle helmet.
Yes, and it's a pretty awesome helmet. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
They do a great job of always making sure that whatever it is that we are going to give away or donate is something that everyone would want.
Yeah, we do like a prize every 20 minutes. It's so crazy. That's how many prizes we have. So you guys, even if you guys are just watching and you love the motorcycle community but you don't have a bike, come on out. We want you guys here, and we want you guys giving back to the community, which is such an amazing, tight community.
Yes.
Yes, they're super awesome, men and women. We love, love, love them. So if you guys want to kind of see a certain topic on the show, or if you want to be on the show, it's super easy. All you have to do is send an email to the contact information here below, which is Giselle@DMillerLaw. Let's talk about you being on the show. How does it feel? Like, should people be scared? Is it fun? Is it outgoing?
The show is awesome. At first, I was really, really scared. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was nervous, but once you get comfortable, and Mari does all the hard work for you anyway. So, if you have any interest on being on the show, like she said, reach out to Giselle, and we'll make that happen.
Yeah. So you guys, don't be afraid. If you guys just want to come and say how you love this show, we would love to have you. Even you standing right here in between both of us, right? We would love that.
Absolutely.
So having you guys, having you guys live and personal. So that is, if you guys want to be on the show, and also you mentioned it before, but we're also on social media. So some of those social media channels that we're a part of is, of course, the Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. And this guy is on all of them.
Yeah, well, I try to be.
Yes, so you guys see a lot of graphics. We do have 6 attorneys, so any of the 6 are going to be on there. They do a lot of educational, a lot of giving back. Our social media just has an array of information, which is awesome.
Yeah, and it's a very, very efficient way and a way to reach out and be involved in our community. Social media has such a big presence in what we do in our everyday lives. So we want to make sure that we are current with the times and for accessible to all types.
Absolutely. Now it's 2019. We're almost at 2020. But yeah, social media is a way to communicate to the community, the society, not only in Houston, but everywhere. So we could touch more than one lives. So now, Attorney Ramesh Raghuthaman, I'm going to ask you the question of the day that I always ask you. You know the drill. You have to leave our viewers with anything, whether it's a quote, motivational, a phrase, or just anything. What would you leave them with? Your last words.
Well, I always like to end the show or end my portion of the show saying, first off, on behalf of my partner and I, thank you to everyone who's been watching and everyone who's been involved with us and our firm. And I also will make it a point to let our team here, our staff, all the different departments, upstairs and downstairs, the team with advocates, everyone who's involved with our organization and our marketing team, you guys do a great job, and we would not be able to do any of these things and give back to any of the community or any of the people and the children if it wasn't for y'all. So we mean that sincerely. Thank you.
And if it wasn't for you guys, the partners of the firm, without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. So I want to thank every one of you guys that are watching the show today. I really highly encourage that you like the show, and most importantly, that you share it on your social media, so that way we can touch more than one lives on social media. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for competing on the Hero of Behavior. And until next time, I'm your host, Madi B.